First, today what I'm going to explain you is the best ways to prepare for the exam. Okay, there are different ways to prepare for the exam. Okay, as my experience, I'm telling you some tips how you can prepare for the exam and get high score in the exam. Okay, you can use all these tips whatever the exam it may be, whether it is a competitive exam or else your BTech examinations, whatever the examinations will be, these tips are going to be very useful if you try to follow them. Okay, so let us see what are the best ways to prepare for the exam. And the first and foremost, the best tips for the exam is, the first one is plan, preparation and presentation. Okay, these are the three tips you can follow if you want to get higher the marks in the examination. Okay, so it is very important to follow some scheme to get higher the marks in the exam. Okay, so if you follow this type of system, surely I assure you, you will get the high marks in your exam. Okay, the first thing you must follow is plan. Okay, you have to plan what you have to study. Okay, next one is preparation, how you can study, what are the things you have to study, all those things are comes under the preparation. And presentation is how you can write in the exam. Okay, by using a plan and preparation tips, you will be whatever you will be writing in the exam is called as a presentation. Okay, if you don't have a good presentation, if you have a good plan of preparation, it is all going to be useless. Okay, so whatever you are going to write in the exam, you should have a good presentation skills. Okay, I'll tell you each and every tip separately, how you can plan, what are the things you can follow in the planning, next in the preparation, at the end presentation. Okay, so first let us see how you can make a study plan. Okay, this is very important if you want to score high marks in the examination. Okay, and how can you plan for the exam? Let us see step by step what to study, next how to study, where to study, when to study, when to end study. Okay, these are the main things in the planning you have to follow. First one, what to study. What to study means what are the things you have to study, you need to plan before starting. Okay, before starting preparation, you need to get a conclusion that whether you are going to study main topics, or else you need to revise all the topics before the exam. Okay, based on that you need to plan. Okay, and how to study, how to study means ela chadvali. Okay, how means first whatever the topic you are going to take. Okay, so first try to understand the topic. Okay, just compare that topic with the current lifetime situations. Okay, if without comparing anything, if you want to study anything, it will be very difficult for you. Okay, so whatever you are studying, you just need to compare with the day-to-day life activities. Without comparison, whatever the way you follow to study, it will be useless. Okay, that will be not useful anymore. Okay, so where to study. Okay, where you will be studying, you just choose a place where your mind will be in peaceful. Okay, so choosing of a place is also very important. Okay, next one is when to study. Okay, actually there will be two categories of students will be there. Okay, as I have seen, there are two categories of students are there. The first category of students, some these students will be going to get success surely for sure. Okay, so these students what they will do is they will be listening to the classes every day. Okay, and then whatever they have listened, they will prepare in their home. Okay, after preparation, okay, they make a timetable every day. Okay, and at the exam they just do only revision, whatever they have studied in the earlier days, they just do the revision. Okay, these are the first type of students. Next, second type of students, what they will do is they will not consider daily activities. They just do like one day batting. Okay, only during examination, before 1 day before examination they will study. Okay, these type of people temporary they can able to sustain, but it is not good to get high marks in the exam. High means 90 percentage, above 90, 99 percentage. If you want to get it, it will be very hard if you uh, study just 1 day before. Okay, I will tell you some tips also. Those students who will study 1 day before and they can get pass easily. Okay, only just for passing or else just getting 50 to 60 percentage just before 1 day also you can get. But if you want to get high marks, 90 or 90 percentage of marks, you have to study every day. Okay, and when to end study. Okay, when you will end doing preparation for the exam, when you will end is before going to the exam. You need to keep your mind peaceful. Okay, without peaceful mind, if you sit in the exam, it will be very hard to write whatever the questions you have learned. Okay, so you need to keep your mind peaceful. Okay, as I have seen many students just before entering into the exam hall, they must be reading so much of things, right? Just before entering into the exam hall also, they will be opening some important questions and reading top to bottom everything. Okay, don't do like that. If you do like that means you will get confused, you cannot able to remember whatever you have studied. Okay, so just before the exam, 1 hour before or 2 hour before the exam, you just keep your mind in peaceful. Okay, and these are all the things which you have to follow before studying. Okay, next one is how can you prepare for the exam. Okay, this is very very important. Planning is a first step, means this is a second step in the preparation, is very very important for the exam. How can you prepare, what you can do and what you should not do during preparation, now I'm going to tell you. Okay, so what you can do during the preparation, first and foremost thing what you have to do is you need to get the syllabus copy first. Okay, first step during preparation, you must get each and every subject syllabus copy. Okay, in that syllabus copy you just read all the topics what are there in the syllabus copy. Okay, after getting the syllabus copy, which questions you have to study first, you need to get conclusion. Okay, during the preparation you should get the syllabus copy first. Next, you must choose which questions or which topics you have to study first. After planning this, which topic you need to spend more time. Okay, this is very very important. On which topic you need to spend more time. Okay, which topic you have to spend more time, the topics which have doubt or confusion. Okay, or else the topics which are difficult. Okay, those topics you need to spend more time. Okay, next, should I read all the chapters on the last day of exam? Okay, is it possible to read all chapters the last day of exam? If you are really talented. Okay, if you are really talented means as you have here, as you have came to college every day and listen to the teachers classes every day properly. Okay, you have kept in your mind in the class and listened to the faculty clearly. Okay, so it is possible to read all the chapter on the last day of the exam. Okay, but if you didn't listen to the classes of the faculty, okay, at the end of the semester for preparing the exam, it is not possible to prepare to read all the chapters for the exam. Okay, so try to be attentive in the class and listen to the classes properly. Okay, just at least one new things. Okay, every day if you come to the college, okay, just try to learn one new thing in everyday class. Okay, so keep this in mind. You never ever divert your mind. Okay, your mind will not get divert. Okay, just try to learn some new thing in every subject in every day. Okay, next, always try to read from your own notebook. This tip is very important. Okay, so if you have your own handwritten notebook, okay, it will be very easy for you to prepare for the exam, as well as you can able to remember those topics easily in the exam. Okay, while you sit in the exam and writing in your mind, you can able to imagine your handwritten notes. Okay, if you close your eyes, you can able to see your notebook. You can able to see that question in your notebook. Okay, so you can able to memorize easily and you can able to recollect easily. Okay, so this is the very important tip to better preparation. Okay, next one is the things which you should not do in the preparation. The first one is studying myself. Okay, studying myself means if you study alone, okay, if you study alone, you will be forgetting easily. Okay, what I'll suggest is whatever you are studying, okay, just discuss with your friends. Okay, just discuss with your friends. If you discuss with your friends, what happens, you will get some doubts. Okay, you will get some questions will get arises. Okay, so that those questions will also get discussed in between you, in between within your friends. Then you can able to remember the topic easily, you will not get confused. Okay, so I will not suggest to study alone. Okay, I will suggest to study in a group. Okay, just 4 to 5 students sit at a one place. Okay, whatever you have studied, just explain to everyone. Okay, if you study alone, it is very hard to remember for more time. Okay, if you explain to others, it will be a good technique to remember the things for more days. Okay, next, don't borrow your friend's notes on the last day. Okay, this is very bad habit for most of the students which I have seen. Okay, they will not be following any classes, they will not be preparing any notes for them. What they will do at the end of the day before the exam, they will be borrowing their friends notes and get a printout of it, and then they will be studying. Okay, if you do this, it will be very hard to remember the questions in the exam. Okay, this is not the best way to follow. Next one is putting off studying until the last minute. I have already told you this. Okay, you need to stop studying till the last minute. Okay, next last one is over caffeinating the night before the exam. Over caffeinating means what? If you are studying during night time, okay, let us consider you will get a sleep. Okay, for avoiding the sleep, most of them what they will do, they will drink more and more amount of coffee. Okay, during night time to avoid the sleep. Okay, so you should not drink more coffee during preparation of the exam. This is also a bad habit which you need to avoid. Okay, these are the best do's and don'ts you have to follow for the preparation of exams. Okay, and next, the main important thing is presentation. Okay, whatever you have planned, okay, whatever you have prepared, it doesn't help you that much. Okay, prepare it without having presentation. Okay, plan, and whatever the plan you do, the preparation you do, everything will go useless if you don't have the good presentation skills. Okay, I have seen many students, they will be studying only small, only less few topics. Okay, whatever they must be learning, everything they will write in the exam. Okay, some students they will study more and more for the exam, they must be preparing all 5 chapters, but they cannot able to present well in the exam. Okay, those students will not get able to succeed. Okay, so if you have learned a few things also, okay, you need to present in a such a way that examiner or evaluator should get impressed with your presentation. Okay, presentation means how the way you will write the answers in the question paper. Okay, how you are showing up your answers to the evaluator. Okay, so follow me carefully. I'll tell you some good tips for the first thing. Before start writing the exam, read all the questions in the question paper. Okay, this is the first thing you have to follow. After reading all the question papers, allot time for each question. Okay, so let us consider we have 5 chapters. In the 5 chapters, the question pattern will be equal distribution of marks will be there. Okay, so the same way you need to allot for each and every question same amount of time you need to allot. Okay, for example, if you need to write the 10 questions, okay, just divide the 10 questions by 3 hours. Okay, in 3 hours, for each and every hour, how many questions you can able to write? For 1 hour, you can consider 3.5 questions, or 3 questions you can write for 1 hour. Okay, like that you need to allot the time. Okay, this is very important during presentation, during starting writing of the examination. Okay. Next one is choose the questions which has diagrams. Okay, whatever the questions has diagrams, okay, try to attend only those questions. Okay, if you have any choice in the question paper, okay, better, best to choose the questions which has the diagrams. Okay, why I am saying you this? Because the evaluator, as per JNTU I'm saying, okay, for the JNTU, how they will evaluate papers, they will be having minimum of 3 minutes to evaluate each and every paper. you know how much time you will take to write your exam? You will write your exam for about 3 hours. Okay, you are going to write your exam for 3 hours, but the faculty which you are going to evaluate your paper is within 3 minutes. Okay, that 3 minutes is minimum time which the NTU have been given to evaluate your paper. Okay, 3 minutes minimum. Maximum means you can take 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 15 minutes also you can take. Okay, it doesn't mean that every faculty they are finishing your paper, every evaluator they are finishing your paper within 3 minutes. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Some evaluators are there, they will take more time to correct your papers. Okay, but most of them, okay, 60 to 70% of the evaluators, how they will be is, okay, they want to try to finish off, correct all the papers in less time. Okay, so maximum your 3 hours written paper will be corrected in 3 minutes. Okay, so you need to impress the evaluator. Okay, within 3 minutes you need to impress the evaluator. If you can able to impress your evaluator, surely you are going to get higher the marks. Okay, so if you want to impress, how can you impress? If you want to impress any others, what you will do? If the girls means they will do makeup, if the boys means they will do the good haircut or good dress. Okay, which you looks like a attractive. Okay, the same way you need to attract the evaluator with your paper, with your. Okay, you need to choose the questions which has diagrams. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Because if any question has a diagram, what happens if you draw the diagram before starting of the question? Okay, the evaluator, he will look the diagram first. Okay, if you have drawn the diagram very well with a neat label, then he don't need to read all the points which you have written at the down of the diagram. Okay, so with the diagram itself, he will get concluded that you are a good student, you have written well. Okay, and he must be giving full marks to your question. Okay, so the second tip, next tip is give border to the sheet. Okay, you need, I told you now, you need to make up your paper. Okay, if possible, if you have more time after writing the exam, you just do, means it look like a good sheet. Okay, so start with answer which you know well. Okay, what it means, whatever the question you know well. Okay, after reading all the question paper, you must be getting some idea of it, right? Some questions you must be knowing very well, some questions will be just average, you must be knowing only few things in that question, right? So you can segregate likewise. Okay, what are the questions you know very well? Okay, start that questions first. Okay, this is a main tip to get higher the marks. Okay, because why I am saying you this, evaluator what he will do is, he will read first question. Okay, he will read the lines what are there in the first question itself. After reading first question, he will get an idea whether this particular student is a good student or a bad student. Okay, so with the first question he will get a conclusion that first question effect will keep on falling on each and every question which have written till the end. Okay, so it is very very important to write, to start answer which you know very well. Okay, this is very very important. Next one is your handwriting play a vital role. Okay, so it is a lifetime thing. Okay, getting a handwriting is very very important to get, to score higher the marks. Okay, so if your handwriting is not good, you need to do some copyrights. Okay, you just write some copyright books, do practice and try to get some good handwriting. Okay, handwriting is very very important. This handwriting will be sustained till your life ends. Okay, so try to have a good handwriting. Next one is start question from the fresh page. What it means, whatever the question you are starting. Okay, for example, let us consider you are writing the first question. Okay, that first question has ended in between the sheet. Okay, half of the sheet. Okay, so you should not start the new question after that itself, you need to take the fresh page. Okay, start each and every question from the fresh page. Okay, this is also very very important. Why? Because they will be correcting your papers within 3 to 4 minutes, right? So they cannot able to search your question papers for giving marks. Okay, search your question number for giving marks. Okay, if your question paper at that question number is at the top of every sheet, it will be very easy to give you more marks. Okay, without leaving any question. Sometimes what happens, if you start your question in the middle of the page, they may miss giving marks to that particular question. Okay, so this tip is also very very important. Start the question, fresh question from the fresh page. Okay, and write the question paper in bold, question number in bold. Okay, at the top left corner give the question number properly. Okay, next, don't leave any question, attempt all the questions. Some students what they will do, for example, if there are 5 questions in the exam, they must be knowing only 3 questions, they will write those 3 questions and they will come back. Okay, here what I want to say is, if you attempt, if you write all the questions, what happens is choice you can leave. Okay, choice you must you can leave, that's no problem. For example, if in the 5 questions you need to attempt 3 questions, means you write 3 questions at any cost. Okay, if you know only some knowledge in that question also, just try to attempt something in that question. Okay, sometimes what happens is, first question we have written very well, and at the end we have not written anything, we have just written something else, some nonsense if you have written. Okay, at the end of the evaluation what happens, by keeping your first question in mind, as examiner will feel that you are a good student, that will continue till the end. And the last question if you don't write well also, you are going to get the same performance marks as you have got in the first question. Okay, I can able to follow students. Okay, this is very very important. For the best tip for the students, you should not leave any questions. Okay, if you know don't know, okay, try to attempt all the questions in the exam. Okay, next, this is the last one, allot 5 minutes at the end after writing the exam, after finishing of the exam, you just give some 5 minutes time to reach up all the answer sheet. Okay. During checking, what you have to do is you need to check the question papers. Okay, whether you have given the question paper for every question or not, you must check. Okay, this is very very important in the end semester examination. You have to check question paper, question number for each and every question. Okay, sometimes you must you may be having forget writing the question number. If you write forgetting the question number, what happens? You are going to lose the marks. Okay, so at the end, what you have to do, you need to check the answer sheet. Okay, from first question to the end question. In that, you need to check the question numbers first priority question numbers. Then if you have more time, what you can do is you just do the underline the keywords. Okay, that is a second key role you need to do. Okay, just underline in the first question. Okay, perfectly you must be writing, right? You know what are the keywords in that. Okay, during evaluating your paper, that evaluator, they will see the underlying keywords. Okay, they are not going to read all the content which you have written in the 50 pages of booklet. Okay, they'll just read only few points. Okay, if you highlight any point, if you know very well in that question what the examiner will do, their eyes will go on that underline keywords. Okay, with that you will get an idea that you have understood the concept and you have written the exam well, so that he will be giving more marks in the exam. Okay, this is also very very important. Okay, and at the end you just give the border to the paper. Okay, then it will looks like good paper. Okay, that's it for this today's presentation, and wish you success in your exams. May good luck be in your favor and your preparation brings fantastic outcomes. Okay, all the best for your exams. Everybody write well. Hope everybody can able to score more marks in the exam.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up, so